What's going on, guys? Brandon here, coming at you another video today. December is here. I hate winter, but I actually do enjoy this month. The holidays are coming up, Christmas time, as we all know, and you know, I'm an adult, so it's not the presents that I'm psyched about or nothing like that. It's just a fun time of year. You know, you can see all the lights and families getting together and friends and good eats and just good times. And I have a lot of really good memories from when I was a child. And actually, I wanted to tell you guys a story, a couple stories about things that had happened that were pretty funny. Like, one of them wasn't in my time. I wasn't around yet, but it was pretty hilarious. I just figured I'd do a random commentary about Christmas time and stories that I have. So, when we were kids, my dad lived out in Hillman, which is not too far from where I live right now. And on the weekends, me and my little brother would go out there every weekend. And my big brother, he lived with them at this time. And we had snowmobiles and four-wheelers and all that kind of stuff, you know. And we'd ride the snowmobiles all weekend. We loved riding. It was so much fun. We had so much area because it's out in the country, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Well, one day my little brother and my older brother were riding our little 1969 Puma that we had, and I don't know if you know anything about snowmobiles, but this is a really small sled. Like, it's literally made for one person to ride it. And my little brother, you know, at this time, he was really small, so they fit okay. My big brother, you know, his knees were up pretty close to the handlebars, because the handlebars, like, they pointed downward. They kind of, like, you know, were, like, arched. And so it was kind of a tight squeeze, but they still, you know, were able to manage it. And so anyways, me and my dad were in the garage, and we were working on one of the snowmobiles, and my little brother and older brother were out riding in the field. So we can hear, you know, we can hear the snowmobile going around the field, and it's going, you know, and all of a sudden we hear it rev way up, and it's going full bore. You can tell that it's just fucking maxed, and it's starting to come closer and closer to the garage. And my dad and me are looking at each other like, what the hell? So we go to look out the window, and all of a sudden we see two helmets go flying by the window in a huge crash. So my dad hurries up and opens the door. My little brother is underneath his truck, trying to crawl from underneath there. My big brother stands up and is taking his helmet off, and the snowmobile is straight up in this tree. My dad was so mad, but at the same time, he found it hilarious because they were both fine. The ski was bent, the front of the sled was a little banged up, but, you know, it was not a big deal. My dad did give it to my older brother and yell at him and ask him what the hell he was doing. And what happened was my brother saw a basketball in the middle of the field, so he decided that he was going to pick it up so an accident didn't happen. Go fucking figure, right? My dad slammed the door, and he's, you know, before he's like, Jesus Christ! He slams the door, and he turns around at me, and me and him both just started laughing our asses off, because if you could have been there and just the whole chain of events, like hearing the snowmobile coming closer, and then the two helmets fly by with a big crash, like, holy shit, man, that shit was funny. But so that was one of the things. There were so many things that happened with my older brother, and this is a shorter video, so I do have other stories that are pretty funny, but another short story that I have is this was the one I was saying that I wasn't even born yet, but my grandpa Lewis, he was an awesome guy. Like, I miss him so much. I wish he was still around. But my big brother at this time was probably like 4 years old. And this story is going to sound like really mean, but it is funny if you really think about it. So one night, my grandpa and my uncle and my big brother were sitting watching TV, and it was one of the Christmas movies we're on, and at the very end, Santa Claus was riding away on a sleigh. Well, little did my brother know that my uncle went out back on the deck with his shotgun, and my grandpa was gonna time it out to where when he heard the shotgun blast go off, he was gonna cut the cable so that the TV went fuzzy. So they're sitting there, Santa's flying away in a sleigh. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas! Boom! TV goes out, my brother down there jumped out of his skin, and he's like, what was that? And my grandpa says, your uncle just shot Santa's sleigh down. We're gonna get some free presents. Something like along them lines. And my brother started bawling, and it was all in good fun. They explained to him it was just a joke, and they're messing with him. He may even been a little bit older, I don't know, but either way, I thought it was a pretty hilarious story. A little cruel, but pretty damn funny. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.